Toronto Home's interest in this project actually stems from our local interest in Oldham. We've worked here for 25 years. We're a big stakeholder locally. We manage a number of the homes. We were aware of the St Mary's site, which is right in the centre of Oldham. It started off as back-to-back terraced housing, and those were demolished in 1970 and replaced with deck access flat. I mean, it's incredible. That's just over 40 years ago, and here we are with such a modern, fantastic scheme. What we'd like to see is a more improved community, so that more people are able to access work and training in the area, that there is this more sustainable mix of different types of family groups. And what we want to do is make sure that our new development, the tenants moving in, the local people moving in, connect with the existing community to make sure that this is sustained.
We undertook a survey with residents in St Mary's at the beginning of the scheme, and what we found was people's perceptions of St Mary's were quite low. So we decided to do some work with the residents and get them involved in employment projects and community cohesion projects, because we found that the residents were gelling together. In August 2012 we did a summer event with residents, and we actually had a group of residents that planned that event themselves, and it actually brought new residents from the estate onto at the summer event, which was a great thing to see. And existing residents also made friends with some of the new residents, which was good.
Conto do a lot of work within the communities it operates, and it not only benefits its own residents but also other people who live within the neighbourhood. That's essentially why we thought developing or putting a community hub in the centre of the estate would be helpful, and it would also give us a base to operate from within the heart of the estate, and also somewhere for local residents to come and chat to us. My remit on the site was to use the development as a ways and a means of getting people into work. At the beginning we used apprenticeships, so we got 7 apprentices from the local area working on site with the contractors.
With the St Mary's project, we're in the middle of a tight-knit community, and we've actually employed 7 apprentices from in and around the area to work on the project. This has been really successful, and it's given local lads the opportunity to not only learn a trade but to also get employment as well.
And then also work with local partners such as Job Centre Plus and Department for Work and Pensions in trying to get other local people into work.
We contacted Oldham Borough Council and found out from them who was working in the area. We found that Groundworks base is around the corner, so we went to see them about our plans for the future and what we wanted to do in St Mary's. So they quickly got on board and kind of brought us up to speed with what they've done here in St Mary's.
We run a youth inclusion project, which is to engage with young people aged 13, 17 years old. And often they aren't listened to or consulted with about what kind of things go on in the area. They are active community members, so we provide them with a voice.
There was a lot of negative perceptions, especially from young people, about the new part of the estate being built, and I think we've helped to break down some of them barriers and overcome them.
We work really well with Console House and other housing agencies. We just feel that, well, they provide the housing and we provide the activities for young people.
People have had this perception of Oldham being divided and different communities, and you know, they not only on racial lines but on poor and rich, etc. The less well off and the better off. Anything that brings all of the people together, the better. As I said, Oldham is a team. We are working as a team. We're working with the housing associations, with our partners in housing. They've done an excellent job here. You look around at the houses, they're really nice, attractive, different, and they've turned it into an estate where people want to be.
Things happen at the community hub that residents can get involved in, that young people can get involved in. This wasn't happening before, so you know, they're glad of that. The comments we've had back, the feedback we get, and also the people that come into the hub and use it has been great.
This kind of work's really important for Console because it helps us to show that we're not just walking the talk. We're not just got these slogans that are used in business plans and are kept in house. This is real, out in the community work to show that we care about the community. We are making a place, a great place to live. That means more than just bricks and mortar. It means that we take care about the people that live in there. We want to make sure that they've got as many chances as possible in the job market and in making a difference for themselves and their own community, and they've got all the support that they need to make a difference.
I'd like to see it so there's a massive waiting list for this scheme and the surrounding area, that I hear people say, I want to live in St Mary's, but it's really hard to get housing there. There's no vacancies there because people don't move on this day. And that's what we want to achieve. That's what I want to hear people say, a bit of a buzz about the place. And I think we're getting some of that already. People are very excited about the work that's going on. You know, this is really looking somewhere like, you know, yeah, I'd quite like to come and live here as well. You know, and that's where we wanted to get. And I think we're getting there.